Battle cruiser operational.
Hey there, StarCraft fans, it's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Radeon, it's going to be sSak versus Larva. Been a bit of a Larva fest on the channel over the last 3 weeks or so. I think this is the third or fourth Larva game that I've cast. Bottom right, going to be sSak. Top left is Larva. Now, sSak can either play brilliantly or kind of disappointingly. So I hope this is a brilliant game from sSak. Because, again, watching somebody at this level play disappointingly is very disappointing indeed. So, Happy New Year, everybody. It is January 2026, another year for StarCraft. Such a good year. StarCraft will never die. I will never let it die. We're going to be casting this into the old folks' home when I am 85 years old, man. I'm going to be playing it. I'm going to be casting it. You're going to be watching it on whatever the equivalent of YouTube is in 40 years or so. Should be a good time. Walling off at the expected point here. Here is our guy, sSak. Bleh. Here is our guy, sSak. I just had some really delicious, like, jalapeno cranberry chip dip. It's kind of got, like, cream cheese in it. It's kind of like a thicker dip, but it's got jalapenos in it all throughout. And it's got these little cranberries in there, too. It is friggin' delicious. If you've never had this before, you should. My brother introduced it to me at a football watching party we had last year, and I am, like, addicted to it, man. My parents had some at a New Year's Eve party we did, you know, obviously about a week ago, and I was like, you have the cranberry jalapeno dip? What? And they were like, you can just have the rest of it. And I was like, cool. Hatch firsting, by the way, bam, is Larva. So, yeah, you should try it. Again, one of the things about a new year is you can broaden your horizons and try new things, right? You can set a goal. You can set... I talked about this in yesterday's cast, but in case you don't like PvZ and you're just a TvZ guy, in yesterday's cast I talked about the concept of you can set resolutions for yourself that are just fun. It doesn't have to be go to the gym 5 times a week for the whole year, or lose 10 pounds, or learn Spanish. It can totally just be like, hey, I want to try 10 new kinds of pizza this year, or I want to try 5 new kinds of chip dip this year. I want to see what other countries' sodas are like. I'm going to find a local store that stocks soda from, like, Germany or France or England or the Philippines and see what they drink, right? It could be totally fun stuff that you want to do, and then you can accomplish your goals and feel good about it. Anyway, that's my recommendation. I mean, if you also want to lose 10 pounds and go to the gym 5 times a week, I'm not going to tell you can't do that. Scouts in, checks to the expansion, doesn't see it. Cool stuff. Still could be a little bit scary. That's the thing about this build. It could be 1 racks here, and then guess what? 2 more racks here, and a 3 racks play, and then you die if you're not ready for it, and then bam, sSak goes, I am expanding, sucker. Haha. First 100 gas going into a lair. A couple things coming in. Nothing too crazy here from the Zerg. This is very much the same kind of opening you'll see against Protoss a lot. Right? First 100 gas goes to the lair. Hatch first in. Get metabolic boost while you're at it, and then make Mutalisks. And from there, it can change a lot. Defilers are still really good against Terran, obviously. You want to see if it's going to be a mech play, because suddenly Defilers are kind of less important than things like maybe Queens could be. Yeah, 1 creep colony. He's worried about this being a mech. Larva's like, sSak is known to mech. All high-level Terran players can mech. It's not something we see a lot of in 2025 or 2026, probably. I mean, 2026 just got started. We don't know. Oh, nice block. Oh, he gets the scout in. I mean, Steve can die now. He can die happy. And he does. He sees the lair, says, that's what this is. Cool. And Spire at 355. Love that from Larva. Fast Spire makes me happy. Engineering Bay. Early Engineering Bay for a +1 attack. Going to be SK Terran here from sSak. How do we feel about that, Terran fans? Not as happy, right? Not as happy. But guess what sSak can do? sSak is not stuck on SK Terran. sSak can go for the mech if he gosh darn wants to. He can transition into mech. It's hard. Sometimes a good Zerg player will sniff out your transition into mech and come and kick you in the face and say, hey, you don't have anything because you're transitioning into mech. How about if I kill you now? But, if you're good at it, if you do it while you're pressuring the Zerg player, which you should always be doing anyway, then suddenly there are 17 tanks back here and 24 vultures and 10 Goliaths. And the Zerg player goes, oh, well, this changes the whole thing. We'll see if Larva wants to go into the Hydra. meta as well. You want to build a command center. I'm sniffing that out. Nope. That's a Rax. Fair enough. Gonna be a second or a third Rax here too. There you go. Repositioning the SCV just a little bit. Macro hatch. 3 hatch Muta on the board. Maybe. I mean, that was not done, so not really. But yeah, 5 Mutas. Scans exactly here. Does he see the third hatch? He does. He does see the third hatch and says, okay, this will probably be pretty heavy Mutalisk stuff. So +1's on the way. Turret production's got to begin now, and it is because Mutas are in the production tab. He can't see the production tab, but he knows the timing of the Spire, and he knows when he needs turrets. And he's doing it well, so sSak's doing it. Now, this is where it gets tricky for the Terran, because you really want to move out and pressure this natural base, or shut down a third base the Zerg player is trying to get, but there's going to be Mutalisks out there harassing, sniping individual Marines, individual medics. Really sucks. And these Mutas are getting a +1 attack, which means that's even worse than it previously was. So it's 5 Mutas. Great. Not worried about it at all if we are sSak. If it's 5 Mutas, but it's more. He doesn't know how many more there are. But it's more. Third base coming in top right. Couple SCVs go down. Again, you can beat a Terran player by killing so many SCVs in the first 10 minutes that the Terran just dies. You get them under 20 workers, and suddenly the Terran's like, well, I'm not winning this. Bye. And they just tap out. I've seen it a couple times on the channel. It's really impressive. Larva's done it. Larva's done it more than once on the channel with his Mutalisks, right? He just, you know, 1 SCV, 2 SCVs, 3 SCVs, 4 SCVs down, and suddenly the Terran's like, I can't make anything. My income is horrendous. And then they're very, very sad. So here's the move out I was talking about. Here's the scariness I was talking about, where it's a horror movie, man. Look at this. Look at this from sSak's position. Whoops. sSak's position. He can't see anything, but he knows the Mutas are out there somewhere. He scans to see if there's a base there. There's not, but thankfully he's sending a Marine up to check top right. He will find Zerg there. Scans. Sees more Mutas coming out to join the Muta pack. Checks a base there. No. And, this one just finished. Okay, so he knows where the third base is now. That actually reminds me, I need to cast a 1 perspective game. I'll do that this week. How about we do a 1-player perspective tomorrow, and then I'll show you the other end of it, the other player's perspective of the same game on Saturday. How's that sound? Okay, good. Anyway, Marines with range, with stim, with +1, they're just very strong, but the Mutas don't have to engage if they don't want to because they're fast. Neither do the Lings. This is Larva trying to kill sSak right now. Oh gosh, not on top of the racks, not on top of the racks. Okay, we're on top of the racks. This is really bad. All the Marines have to come home and deal with this, and they have to come up the ramp, which totally sucks. Oh my gosh. Muta's getting injured here. 2 Lings, think about jumping in. There's too many Marines for that. And Larva's like, well, I did get in there. I forced the Terran army to go home. Progress bar set to 0% here for killing that third base. Unfortunate. Hive's coming in. It friggin' started at 7 minutes. Lurker aspect also happening. No real surprise there. We got Starport. We got Irradiates. If you don't have Irradiates, SK Terran never works at all. You die. End of story. Irradiates make it work. And you know how Flash makes it look so good? Because he makes 16 science vessels, and he can control them all, and he's irradiating everything the Zerg has constantly, just cycling through. And then the Zerg player dies because everything they have is irradiated, and everyone's like, oh, well, I can do that. And then they can't. They can't do what Flash can do. Nobody can. That's why it's Flash. +1 attack done on these Mutas. They're more aggressive, as per usual. And here's the move out. Again, the pathing in StarCraft makes the Marines want to string themselves out. Also wants to make Lings string themselves out. And Mutalisks to spread out, right? But everything's better in a ball. Or stacked up, generally, unless you're getting splash damage. There you go. See, that concave is what I'm talking about for sSak. Okay, now that's enough Lings, and this is going to get shut down. This is going to get shut down. That's enough Lings, and this is enough Mutalisks Is he waiting for like a carapace upgrade or what? He doesn't have any upgrades on these lings at all. Hard to engage. If this third base dies... Oh my gosh, lurker eggs. Oh, there they are. Well, that sucks. Just the timing is so good. Couple free mutas, and by free, I mean nothing died and mutalisks went down. Ah, there's the jump in from all angles. He's not even using the lurkers to kill these guys. He might need to use the lurkers to kill these guys. No, he doesn't. It's fine. He's going to go for a lurker bust. Maybe not, actually. More Marines are here than I thought. These guys are still attacking the lurker eggs. Can you kill it? No, bro! No, he gets one! And, oh, that spine was so damaging, but no! 3 Marines make it up the ramp. There's no Nidus here. The hive is done, but we don't have a Nidus yet. No, Larva didn't think he would need it, but lurkers do defend it nevertheless. Ah, that's got to be so frustrating. You show up, you break the top of the ramp, and then you kill absolutely nothing. Nothing dies for the Zerg. Terrible. Dropship's on the way, because how else do you break a ramp that has lurkers at the top of it? If you don't have any siege tanks, well, it's gonna be the dropship. The humble dropship. Adrenal getting started. Consumes on the way now, too. Carapace upgrades apace. Man, that'd take forever to get a Carapace upgrade. These Marines are already at 1-1. The Lings are at 0-0. Everything's at 0-0 except for the Mutas. That was the upgrade of the day. So here come the drop attempts. But guess who's ready for a drop? Mutas are here. Nidus is here. Lings are here. If you unload into a mess of Zerg, everything you have will die. It sucks, but it's the reality of the matter. Oh, good unload. Okay, that's a good spot, actually. Larva wasn't ready for that. He gets a big unload here inside the main base of Larva until Dark Swarm is ready and lurkers are in position. This is going to be very good for a drop. Hang on, there's one lurker. Back it out. Back it out. Mutas just buying time, getting obliterated at the same time. Scourge connecting sort of on the dropships. No, both dropships actually live. Macro Hatch killed is not as big of a deal. Nice Dark Swarm. There it is. Scourge is done. Dropship. Still got dudes there, but this is Larva cleaning it up. Dark Swarm everywhere. No, sSak not microing properly back in this position. Not ideal. Lings do have Adrenal. He unloads a surprising number of remaining Marines here. Can he get rid of an upgrade? He does possibly cancel an upgrade. I think that Evolution Chamber wasn't doing anything. It was fallow, which I think is a farming term, which doesn't really work here, but whatever. Final Marine has 1 kill, and that's all he has at the end of his days. So a bit of a scrappy hold there from Larva. He's fine. He's not worried about it. This one Marine back here also has a kill. He's on hold position. Lurker spines are long, and he's out of there. Third base coming in 6 o'clock. Fairly naked here from sSak, continuing to push out and press. 100 to 84 supply in favor of sSak. But 3 basings are on Hive Tech at 13 minutes is pretty bad for any SK Terran player. So drop ships, yes, but now into science vessels. Ultralisk Cavern is on the way. If you can keep the Zerg player on 3 bases while you're on 3 bases with SK Terran, you're pretty happy about that. Let's see if you can pull that off. Plagues coming in, Fire Bats being added in as we get further and further into something of a late game TVZ, some of those shenanigans. Plague is on the way. Everybody hates Plague. Actually, Zergs don't care about Plague because... Like, you know how even Protoss hate Storm because they deal with Storm in PvP, and even Terrans hate tanks because they deal with tanks in TVT. Zergs don't deal with Plague because never, ever, ever do we see Hive Tech in ZVZ. So Zergs don't understand the pain. It's a benefit of playing Zerg. You have to play ZVZ and it sucks, but you don't ever have to deal with the Dark Storm or Plague because it's not a thing in ZVZ and it never happens. Kind of a weird thing in that matchup. I wish they could fix ZVZ so we'd get Hive games more than once every 6,000 pro games. It'd be nice. I don't know how you do it. Let me know in the comments. How do you fix ZVZ so you actually get late game ZVZ more than once a year? This is good irradiates, by the way. Get it, sSak. Get it. Irradiate all the lurkers. All of the Ultralisks. Nothing can stop the power of the irradiates. It is an insta-kill. Wow. It is a guaranteed kill on a lurker, which is always a good thing. It doesn't take down ultras into 0, but takes them down pretty substantially. Makes them easier for the Marines to take out later on, that's for sure. Come on, SSak. Let's do this thing, man. He does. Oh, boy. Physics lab, armory coming in. He is going to the battle cruisers. Here goes nothing, folks. Well, science vessel down. Radiate defiler. Cracklings in the loading zone. Still no, bad, no. Oh, man. He is too deep to make this work at all. All right. Well, he's certainly trying to get in an awkward position for the cracklings to handle. And you know what? Never mind. He does great up here. Wow. Spawning pool probably going to die. He gets it. The spire getting right-clicked on. Yeah. All right, SSak. Taking that out is an awesome move. Now you're kind of stuck. There's cracklings here. There's Dark Swarm. Still surprisingly doing all right here. Running out, and now it's cleanup here by Larva. It's been a couple scrappy cleanups, but the spawning pool getting cleared out and the spire getting cleared out. Not bad. Not a bad drop. Not the greatest drop I've ever seen from SSak, but hey, pretty good nevertheless. And popping in, irradiating another defiler. Boxer maneuvering the like 4 drones that are at this base. No, they were stacked up. Oh, that was a gutsy move. Muta's dying to irradiated science vessels. Oh my gosh, get them. Oh, big splashy damage on these drones. 34 drones remain. SSak. How do you beat somebody like Larva, even with the power of SK Terran? The answer is harass them to death. Irradiate everything. Boxer maneuver. Kill their drones as much as you can. And then at the end of the day, you survive because you're pretty tanky as well. Got a lot of HP for a caster, it turns out. Okay, another irradiated defiler gets a plague off. All these medics are going to get their energy drained off for sure. Fourth base right side by SSak is done. Battle cruisers are operational. They are getting an air weapons upgrade, which sure, good. I mean, if you got a plus, is it a +1 or +2? You one-shot Scourge when they come try to connect on you, which is incredibly important. Really reduces Scourge effectiveness here. 170 to 110 supply. Now, Larva's Larva. He can come back from this position. Zerg players are like, boy, howdy, this Zerg player is probably dead. Nah, Zergs are kind of the kings of the comeback. They can be down big and still come back at you. So we'll see how this works out. I mean, yeah. Dematrixed Marine eating some spines. Died anyway. The Ultralisks are here. Nice connection on that science vessel. Inside the Dark Swarm, they are, though. New Spire coming in. A creep for Sunkens would be nice as well at this stage of the game. But 4 base to 4 base. 5th base coming in bottom left from SSak as well. Anabolic Synthesis, yes. 3-2 upgrades on the Marines and the Firebats, also yes. Let's see if SSak can do this. He's going 3 starport battle cruiser. Holy cow. Oh, and it's restoration. SSak, do you think you're royal? Are you trying to get on Falcon's good side? Are you going to get restoration for your science vessels? You are, you adorable Terran player, you. Let's go. Let's get it. That's a dead science vessel if ever I saw one. See you later, man. You got an irradiate off on an Ultralisk, though. Again, not a guaranteed kill, but hey, a kill nevertheless. Unless this guy's injured already. Did he get irradiated? Oh my gosh, I think he got irradiated previously. He's good. Oh, he's killing drones, too. Oh, that sucks. Some of the blood. Nope, that was a drone blood. Never mind. Okay. So a bit of a contain right now. Look at this. SK Terran containing a Zerg player on 4 bases. What is happening right now? Yamato's on the way. Irradiate or restoration is done. He's like, hey, plague my science vessels again. I dare you. It'll be so cool. It'll make me cry. And then irradiate, and then restoration's like boing, 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 sprinkle, 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 and it's so good. Even on the battle cruisers, getting restored is so good. I don't know that I've seen this kind of contain attempted from an SK Terran player before. Tanks, yes. Meching player, sure. But he's just making it so hard for Larva to get out. Larva's irradiated. Look at the pre-split. I mean, this is getting out of here without a doubt. So the contain is over. It was a good try. Plague, restoration on a Marine that's been plagued, not as good. Yamato is almost done. He can almost Yamato one of these. There it is. He can Yamato an Ultralisk. Yamato a thing. Please, Yamato a thing. Don't just die to these Hydras. Maybe he's not going to die to these Hydras. Another drop at 20 minutes. Are you SSak? He's a crazy person. He snipes the Nidus inside the main base. These drones are all very dead. No Dark Swarm here whatsoever. Dude, SSak is crushing right now. Countering. Here come the Ultralisk. Deep into SSak's base, though. The drop in the main base is killing everything that the Larva has, but can we deal with this many Ultralisks at this stage of the game? The answer is yes, maybe. Where are the battle cruisers? Where are the science vessels? I don't know. Battle cruisers in here, doing damage as well. Sniping down the enemy Nidus. Bam. No more reinforcements coming in here whatsoever. Big hits on... Do we have... No, on the Ultras? Yes. Do we have Yamatos? No. The Ultras clean it out. This could have gone a lot worse, but man, we killed tech structures in here. We killed an evolution chamber without a doubt. I think the Defiler Mound died as well. Dude, these battle cruisers, again, in conjunction with the rest of the army is super good. Using battle cruisers with your Marines, with your fire bats in a drop is excellent. Uh-oh. This 6 o'clock's in a lot of trouble. Dark Swarm Hydra Lurker is here. This fire bat's like, get it. Get everything. Oh, Lurker Spines. No. 6 o'clock base needs to be lifted. These SCVs are going to die. Oh, it was 46 SCVs. Now it is a lot less than that. Okay, so Larva is fighting and scratching and clawing his way back in here. These battle cruisers are kind of crushing right now. Look at that. 36 drone or SCVs remain. Spread out bunker strategy. Oh, we saw this. We saw this attempted with Scan against Jaedong in a TVZ a couple of weeks ago. You spread out so one Dark Swarm doesn't cover all of the bunkers. Oh, these lurkers get down here. Oh, no. The Ultras just kind of run by. This is getting chaotic, folks. This battle cruiser, 18 kills and 11 kills. It's 21 SCVs to 31 drones. Bottom left base dead. 6 o'clock base dead. Right side base dead here too. 20 kill Ultralisk. Just kind of parked over here having a great time. There is no income from SSak at all, and Larva is still mining here. There's a drop at his top right, which he should be able to clear out because he plagued these Marines in advance. Yeah, bringing the drones back. So income is yes for the Zerg. It is no for the Terran here at 23 minutes. Oh, SSak. Ooh, canceling an... Okay, denying an upgrade attempt there. Denying a +3 Carapace attempt is pretty good. Dude, he's going to die with 200 energy on this battle cruiser. Yamato a thing. I don't care what it is. Kill the extractor if you must. Right side base going to die. Terran's up that way. Oh, can't save it. Maybe you can save it. Just right-click the hatch. You're not killing these Ultras. Okay. Great. Battle cruisers out in no man's land right now. They've got themselves a solid +1 attack as they wanted. This is scraptastic, folks. This is DEFCON 1 without a doubt. 6 o'clock base for SSak, gone. Bottom left base for SSak, gone. Right side base back for SSak. Battle cruisers, again, in conjunction with Marines and stuff, can kind of work. Okay, wow, that battle cruiser. These are 0 attack Hydras, by the way. There are just enough of them that it's totally fine. Dropping inside the main base is awesome. SSak not doing much to retake that bottom left base. One bunker against all this? No. But also, one Ultralisk against all this? Maybe, actually. Hold on a second. Get behind the minerals. Oh, there's a Dark Swarm. All right, everybody's dead there. This base is dead too. And again, there is income for the Zerg player. There is no income for the Terran player. Battle cruisers, can they save the CC? No, absolutely not. Not even close whatsoever. Maybe repair it? No, exploded. And if you're going to make this many BCs, at least give them like a +2 attack. He doesn't have the cash for it, in all fairness. But yeah, mining here. Available to mine here. Nice. Plague. Huge plague. Oh, he has been Yamatoing. These guys, their energy has been used. Good for them. I think they probably Yamatoed a Spore here. Look at him. Battle Cruiser microing. All 3 drones on the gas there are dead. Dark Swarm doesn't protect against attacks on buildings, but 1 Hydra inside of Dark Swarm is enough to make these guys fall back. That's how good it is. 6 o'clock, getting further killed. This base still not happening. This base still not happening. 2 Lurkers are denying that base, and 2 Lurkers are denying this base. And 1 Ultra is denying the 6 o'clock, and this is ridiculous. There's no way SAC can pull this off, right? I'm DEFCON winning this anyway, so don't be like, Falcon said if there's no way SAC wins this. Then SAC wins, and it's like, well, you spoiled the ending. No, it is DEFCON 1 regardless of who wins here, okay? Okay. Battle Cruisers, plagued. Into a Spore. Do not die to a Spore. Died to a Spore. Didn't have to die to a Spore. Could have sent the healthier Battle Cruiser in. I'm just saying. Oh my gosh, he's hiding from the Hydras. He's like, nope, too many Hydras. Fall back. Fall back. 97 to 70 supply. 3 BCs and a bunch of +3 Marines with Stim are going to save the day here. Okay. All right. That's a successful defense by SAC. Really the first one of the day. Every time an attack has come into his base, he's died. This base landed. Oh, why did you land SAC? No, he lifts it. It's going to burn down before he saves this thing. These bunkers do have units in them. But Larva's too smart to go over to the bunker. La 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 la, little marine attack. Oh, cracklings, too good. 2-2 upgrades on those cracklings. Nobody's bothering with upgrades right now because it is way too hard. Spire coming in. Natural base still mining for the Zerg player. Somehow, some way. It is 3 bases mining for Larva versus 1 base mining from SAC. SAC cannot reestablish his bottom left corner at all. This is going to burn out of the sky. Come on. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to call it here, but it feels like I really should call it here. This is just not happening. I'm looking at how many workers there are. I'm looking at the total supply here. I'm looking at the battle cruisers being the biggest amount of units that are army units here for SAC in this game. And it's like battle cruisers by themselves are not good. There are defilers here. Look, defiler mound here. Ultralisk cavern. We've got Scourge on the way because the spire was rebuilt. Again, possibly. Is it the second time it's rebuilt? Maybe. Random evolution chamber in the main base. Got 5 drones on this 1 mineral field in the main. That's not good. Okay, these Marines are coming in here. We've got to retake something. He just doesn't have a CC. Nice plague. I don't know that we're ever going to see restoration, you guys. Oh, he researched restoration. Science vessel down. Plagued. Hydras are kind of in the Hydra meta right now. But SAC made it. SAC made it the Hydra meta. Because he went for the battle cruisers and forced it out. 12 o'clock hatch coming in here on Radeon from Larva. There's just not enough money for a command center down here. I mean, lifting this and walking it all the way across here would be good. Larva's doing such a good job keeping an eye on these bases to make sure that SAC never gets them. I think to make battle cruisers viable, really, we increase their attack speed like 10%. I kind of feel like it'd be better. The Scourge are just ignoring the battle cruiser entirely to take down science vessels. Kind of like that choice from Larva, actually. Not too bad. Plagued and there's no restoration. Oh, it's very sad. This base is just undefended. Okay, 12 o'clock hatch died. Bit of an overextension there from Larva. I don't think he needed to do that. Because again, sSak is completely locked out of the bottom left of the map. sSak's on 1 base, Larva's on 2. This really should just be enough. Let's see if it is. I don't know. Tap the like button if you're enjoying this game, by the way. sSak is giving it his all. And again, it would take some kind of a minor miracle for him to pull this off. Gosh, cracklings on top of your SCVs. Not moving your battleships, battle cruisers over 2 inches to save the SCVs. All right, great. Marine died there anyway. Left side base is up now. Okay, that's a big one too. 37 to 8 workers is just not happening. I am extremely sorry, sSak fans. It was a good game. It was a good game. The drops were great. The battle cruisers don't get the win. Once again, the battle cruisers inside the main base were awesome. Larva's main is a shell of itself. He has barely anything here because how much stuff has died. That's a new spawning pool. That's a new evolution chamber. They were not here previously. All right, sSak. Last hurrah. Final go. Can you get up here and win this game, lads? Can you kill this base? Can you kill this base? This base is probably the one to try to kill. Again, coming up a ramp is something of a nightmare in this game. Battle cruiser, 19 kills. I mean, that's not bad. Really isn't. Very distracting, to be sure. 2 ultras, bunch of cracklings. Medics are here. Okay, hold on. This is a good engagement from sSak. Cracklings plus the ultra, though, are just too much generally. Hold on. Hold on. Go left. Go left. Kill this base. Where's the closest Zerg units? They're over here. They're trying to get over here and save it. Drones are running. Drone down. Drone down. Still 37 to 9. Right click on the hatch. Just wipe it out. Just wipe it out. The units that are going to come try to save it, don't let them distract you. Just kill the hatch or you're going to die anyway. Just kill the hatch. sSak. My guy. That's the second time he's done that today. He could have killed a thing, and then the units come to defend it, and he's like, well, if I can kill these units, I'll kill the units and the thing. No! That wasn't gonna happen! Killing that hatch would have been a massive problem for Larva. That income was necessary for him, and now he's got it, and it's totally fine. He pulled the drones away. All right, sSak, you are dead, man. I like you. This was a fun game. Would have been nice to see a restoration used today, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. I cannot believe how thoroughly Larva has locked it down. This base, and this base today. He's locked them out. sSak has not even tried. Ooh, is he restoration a Marine? He's restoration individual medics and Marines. Okay, well, that kind of makes up for it a little bit. That's cool. Heading over. Got more dudes this time. This is just not happening. This is not happening. And that's it. GG. Yeah, Larva's coming in. He's going for the killing blow. sSak sees it coming, taps out, doesn't want to engage with it. And Larva, oh my gosh, gets the win. I mean, we're talking about a fantastic TVZ there. But yeah, at the end of the day, Larva gets the victory. No real surprise there. But I mean, I don't know, taking Larva to 34 minutes is not a bad thing for any Terran player in the world. He used battle cruisers. He used drops extensively, did a really big number on the main base of our guy Larva there. Dropping the main base, or the third base was also good. Battle cruisers doing better than average. I would say they didn't win the game, but, you know, 19 kill on that one BC was not too bad. A lot of drones died, but the economy of sSak. This is it. Larva just, sSak was here and here and here. And then Larva said, dead, dead, and dead. And sSak said, yeah, you're right. Why did I try? I never tried to come back. And that was it. And I know there's a lot going on. I know there's a lot going on, but dude, insane. Like, insane stuff. All right. Oh, one heck of a TVZ. It's almost midnight here. I got to wrap this thing up. But yeah, great stuff. I mean, Larva, Scourge, Plague, Ultralisks, Hydras as necessary, Lurkers, Cracklings, getting all sorts of work done here too. Never got 3-3 for those Cracklings because there were so many Evolution Chambers that were sniped today. That's how scrappy this was. But he got the win, found the way, and that's why Larva's Larva. Good job by him. 220,000 points to 235,000 points. In favor of the Zerg player here. Larva outproducing, getting outkilled by a tiny amount. That's a huge, huge situation on that one. We got units constructed in favor of sSak, units raised in favor of the Zerg player, but pretty close. And then an outspend by close to 30,000 resources there at the end of the day. We can't say no to that. Well done indeed. And that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.